EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Chambers Bay Golf Course just outside Tacoma, Washington, it's the final round of the EA Sports Championship. 18 holes, that's all we get to try and find a champion. It's a daunting task, but someone's going to shoot the low round of the day and walk off with a title as we look at the early leaderboard. Out front, it's Max Homa. He's at 3 under par here in the early going. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to cobble together a solid round here on this fine Sunday. And that's a good way to start this final round. It's in the fairway at the first. Just 92 yards for his second to this par 4.
It's a good shot, but does leave that little uphill putt, so that one will be slow.
A birdie putt at 1. We check in with Nota Begay.
And this is one you'd expect to make more often than not. Not too much undulation, maybe just a slight move to the right.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he'll stay at level par. Now at the second and a medium-length par 4, Frank.
Yeah, a slight dogleg to the left, rather long, skinny green here, well bunkered all the way down the left side. Really anything down the right, and the natural contours of the land should kick that ball a little to the left. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
This one has a chance to be close.
It was a good shot coming in here. I know it's a little long, but still inside that 10-foot circle is always good, and even money, really, to make birdie.
Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. Will certainly help the cause. At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners. Well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Okay, pretty big swing necessary there, and that's not all that bad from that far away. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third, and he'll remain at 1 under par. Frank, standing here on the 4th tee at Chambers Bay, you can see what this golf course is all about with those dunes on the left and all that sand down on the right. A lot of trouble here.
Yeah, first hole, Rich, really that bends to the right, but if anything, you want to keep the tee shot down the left side. It's going to give you a better angle to the green. And unlike the 2 previous holes, this fairway slopes to the other direction, to the right.
We lost this one to the left. And this is the exact wrong time for that. In contention in the final round, but this is into the heavy stuff. Not taking the easy road on this hole, but still a chance to get out of here respectably, Frank.
Yeah, if that ball had just missed that bunker, got some decent distance out of that deep rough.
That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Frank, it's kind of fun to swing away on an elevated tee like this, the 5th here at Chambers Bay.
It looks straight away. It certainly does. And under 500 yards, so it gives you a chance, plus that elevation. You should be able to knock one down there. The hole pinches in, though, with those bunkers left and right, and there's just one bunker in the front of this green, and that, as you can guess, should be avoided.
Be careful. They call this hole free fall. This one working up the right side. Okay, that's going to be safely in the fairway, and that's where you need to play from if you're going to make a final round surge. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
We're looking at 123 yards to the flag, pin in the middle, so it's a green light.
A little long, as we can see, and a little to the right, but still makeable if you hit a good one.
Yeah, he would have liked that to fall, but he needed to gun it just a little more. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll stay right where he is. Ready to tee off here at the 6th. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
Well, as long as it's not in the rough, the bunkers, well, there's no trees here, really. That little green strip, that runway down there, another hole that bends to the right, but find the fairway. The fairway's wide enough. You've got a pretty good idea exactly where you want to go. And once again, this is one of the shorter par 4s. So good drive here, just a short iron in.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. So now from the left side of the fairway, this is a second shot.
It might have been perhaps a little conservative, but right in the heart of the green.
No, kind of underread that one, and it winds up missing below the hole. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll remain right where he is. On the 7th tee now, it is over 500 yards from the back tee.
Yeah, this is called humpback, and you can see why there's all those mounds and undulations between you and the hole, plus all that amazing bunkering down the right side. All to be avoided, really. If you can do that, then you get a decent look at this green. But yeah, you've mentioned it, 500 plus yards. It's going to play longer than that uphill. Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but it is long.
Here at 7, this is second from off the fairway.
Now, the ball comes up a little bit short of the flag, but normally the rule of thumb, for every 10 yards uphill, you have to add on another 10 yards.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll stay right where he is. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realize that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage. Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Safely back into the fairway. That was the job at hand, and it's a good end result. That'll put a little pep in the step right there. Eagle to 3 under par. Really good mix of holes here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, we finished this front side with a par 3 after just having come off that long par 5.
And it's a beauty too. The tee is some 100 feet up in the air, so you get a great view of this magnificent golf course, and you realize why it's called a true links. This green here, though, it looks rather daunting, well bunkered on the right side, but you can see enough of it. And once again, links, use the bounce, and you can still kick one in there close.
Okay, maybe not exactly what he wanted, but not the worst result. A two-putt has to be the name of the game here. This, a long one for birdie. Ooh, boy, that's not even going to get in the right area code of this hole. Way, way short. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And he will fall from the top of the leaderboard and wind up a shot back. Frank, what's the player looking at on the 10th here at Chambers Bay?
Well, normally at a par 4, you're just thinking blaze away, but this is one of the few holes, really, I think you've got to be careful on what club you hit off the tee. It starts to narrow up. You really want to avoid those two short bunkers that come in around the 300-yard mark. And that really sets yourself up with a nice sort of wedge. That's really the right way to play. You don't have to take the trouble on in front here.
And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. Pin tucked in the back right here as he readies his second.
That was a good strike. Took it straight at it, too. That one bounce and check. Well played.
Well done there. It's a birdie to kick off a back nine. And he will definitely not say no to that. Now on to the 11th, and Frank, we are looking at a long par 4 in front of us.
We are indeed, and it's called shadows, but there is love in the shadows here. Hit it over that dune down there in the middle of the fairway. If you can get it there around the 300-plus yard mark, then the hole obviously starts to get a little easier. That second shot, you'd like to hit a little bit of a cut in here, but there's two levels to this green, so make sure you're on the right level where that flag is.
That's up the left side. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. While sitting on an upslope here, you got to be careful that you don't get this one straight up in the air from that line. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance. Oh, how about the touch right there? Very well done.
Hard to do much better than that. It was nearly perfect.
So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he'll stay at -3. The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
Two, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or, if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green, you might just putt for an eagle.
this one gonna settle into the bunker off the tee. All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. This now for birdie at 12.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Pretty good read there, definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. On to the 13th hole here at Chambers Bay. It's a par 4, and they call this one Eagle Eye.
Yeah, dogleg to the right, beefy par 4. You hit it down to one of the widest fairways on the golf course. And then up in front, if you look at the middle of the green, you're going to see one bunker. Needless to say, that's got to be avoided.
And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And he will take over sole possession of the lead here midway through these final 9 holes. Frank, this is the 5th par 4 in a row, and they're not easy. This one here at 14, really a daunting tee shot.
It is. That's why it's called Cape Fair. A true Cape hole in golf, Rich, is when you've got to decide how much you want to bite off when you hit across a slight dogleg. And this one, really, you're going to be rewarded the further left you can go. There is one little bunker in the middle of the fairway that you have to avoid. That's going to be 320 or so yards off the tee. This hole, 546 yards, you're going to see a variety of second shots, or the length of second shots here, determined purely by the bravery of the tee shot.
Yeah, that's a beautiful tee shot. Now watch this go. Oh, he's going to trundle right on down the slope. Now note his second from the fairway.
118 left to the hole, coming off a birdie at the previous hole, looking to go back-to-back. Sandwich takes flight. It's coming in just a bit right. Pretty average.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
A good opportunity lost there. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And that's going to preserve this tenuous one-shot lead. At last, Frank, a break from those long par 4s. We just played 5 par 4s in a row. Now the par 3 15th.
And also, as you can see in the distance, you can actually see a tree. It's one of the few that are on the golf course. Hence the name of 15. It's called Lone Fir. Not overly long, just a little short hole. But in the US Open, obviously they can play it at around 250 yards. It's just a fun par 3. But check where that flag is, because sometimes 3 is a good score here. But an easy flag position, and then go straight at it.
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Oh, nearly hold that one out. Just needed another foot or so, but an excellent job there. Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And the lead will remain at 1 with 3 holes left to play. Getting set to take on the finishing holes here at Chambers Bay. How do you do it in the right way, Frank?
Well, when you look down this fairway, obviously everything slopes left to right. That makes this hole actually play a little bit more of a dogleg to the right, even though it doesn't look it. And then, of course, that green up ahead, it's like a tabletop. So precision here is absolutely paramount.
And that, I do believe, is into the bunker. A lot to worry about here as he digs in for his second.
I'd give that an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Been in a fairway bunker and safely on the green, you never know, might even sneak a birdie.
Good job of deading it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And this is going to go down to the wire. It'll stay a one-shot lead with 2 to play. Just 2 holes left to play. Now a par 3, the 17th, 218 yards. All sorts of trouble, Frank, down that right.
Well, if you weren't beached at 16th, then there's a chance you can be derailed, which is what this hole's called, at 17. Difficult par 3. You can see the bunker there in front, and once again, wind conditions. This is going to probably require one of the best tee shots, especially in the closing stages of the US Open.
Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. A look here for birdie at 17.
And this certainly would be a bonus if it goes in. You just need to make sure you get it there and give yourself a chance. Never up, never in.
Yeah, he wanted that to go a little more, but that's not too bad from there. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And the lead will stay at 1 with just the 18th hole left to play. Now to the 18th hole. Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again, you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realize that Chambers Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department in your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
That's the one. A pressure drive there at 18, holding the one-shot lead. But that is safely in the fairway, and a big exhale there. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. Well, had the distance right, just a little bit offline to the left.
And a little bit left, too, with this third shot.
"14 feet to the hole." Nope. So a tap in there. That's for par at the last. And that will finish off a sterling 66. All right, this one came right down to the wire, but our featured golfer able to dig deep, and Frank, they wind up holding on to win by a shot. A win is a win is a win.
They were so solid. You know, when it really counts, when just one little crack and all of a sudden the field comes chasing, but instead they didn't crack.
So for Frank Nobilo, notably gave the third, known as Steven, and a cast of hundreds. I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.